Welcome to They're All People. Every conversation is a chance to give 1% more than expected.
It was one of those mornings where everything blurs, calls, messages, the hum of the espresso machine in the background. I'd just sent out an order for a corporate catering client we'd worked with for months. 10 breakfast trays, a big meeting, no room for error. Then my phone buzzed. It was the client. Her voice was polite, but tight. "Hey, Imani, these yogurt parfaits were supposed to be vegan, and they're not." My stomach dropped. I looked at the order slip, and sure enough, my mistake. The label hadn't been updated from last week's menu. 40 people, 3 executives, and we'd just sent dairy into a vegan breakfast. I could have blamed the system or told her I'd look into it. But instead, I took a breath and said, "You're right, that's on me. I'll fix this right now." Within 5 minutes, I asked for help, and we got the replacement order together. I texted her updates along the way, "Heading your way now with replacements." When I got there, I didn't just drop the food, I set it up myself and told her we'd comp the entire order. She smiled, shook her head, and said, "You didn't have to do all that." I said, "I kinda did. You trusted us with your team's morning, and I want to earn that back." That's the moment it clicked for me. People don't remember that you messed up. They remember how far you ran to make it right.
I've been there. Like that instant panic moment. You want to duck, right? But if you try to hide it or hope nobody notices, it snowballs every single time.
Exactly, that's what we're digging into today, the power of what we call the 30-second ownership habit. It's a mouthful, but it's basically this. Within 30 seconds of realizing a slip-up, big or small, you don't just tell your team or your boss. You tell the person it impacts. You use clear language. "Hey, I realized we missed this. I'm already fixing it. You'll hear from me by 3 p.m.
And here's the wild part. The actual size of the mistake barely matters compared to how fast you make that ownership move. There's all this research from places like Korn Ferry and Atlassian, right? They found that people, and clients especially, trust you more if you respond fast, even if you totally botched something. You could be fixing a $1 million mess or just forgot to CC somebody. They remember the speed and the care, not the size.
It cuts their stress off before it has legs, and that's the difference between a little blip and, they're simmering for days or weeks. When you show up with presence, you're basically saying, "You matter more than this mistake." That's the real currency, not perfection, but presence.
I love that. Most clients I've worked with, that's where you build your rep. It's not the promises, it's the moment they see you actually take responsibility. I might mess up a delivery. Once I text the client before they even notice and say, "Hey, caught it, I'm on it," that's when they relax. They can breathe.
So that's what I wish somebody told me at the start of my career. You don't have to have the fix in your pocket, but you do have to own the moment. Do it fast. Do it for them, not for yourself.
All right, so what comes after you own it? Because saying, "Oh, hey, I messed up," that's part one, but nobody wants to hear you just admit it and walk away. There's actually 2 moves here. Repair, then restore. They're not the same.
Yes, repair is straight up. You fix what's broken. The shipment's late, get it resent. Email missed, hit send and confirm. But restore, that's deeper. That's mending the relationship, the human vibe between you. It could be as simple as a personal call, not just a template apology, or writing a note, or asking if they're satisfied once it's fixed. That tiny effort resets the emotional balance.
Let's do 5 quick-fire examples. First, the client emails asking where the report is, and you realize you missed the deadline. You respond, "Jamie, that report should have been in your inbox already, and that's on me. I'm sending the final version now, and I'll follow up with a quick call to make sure it gives you exactly what you need for your meeting."
You're reviewing plans and notice you skipped a key spec the client was counting on. You respond, "Alex, I just realized I missed that lighting detail, and that mistake is mine. I'm updating the plan now and will send you a clean version by 4, and I'll stop by tomorrow morning to walk the area with you and make sure it matches your vision."
Forgot to include someone on an email chain? My bad. Looping you in now. Here's the info you missed. Then you follow up later. You all good? That's restore.
Fourth, supplier mix-up, so you swap out the part, but then you ask, "Is this everything you need? Anything I still owe you?"
Number 5, digital snag. Login not working. You jump on the phone, walk them through, then shoot a follow-up. "Hey Sarah, checking in. Everything still working?"
Each one is 3 moves: own it, fix it, and then a human extra that says, "You're important to me." That's how loyalty actually grows. Strangely enough, if you recover right, people can end up trusting you more than if you'd never messed up at all. because to them it's about, did you care? Were you there in the moment, actually present?
And for teams, you gotta make it a habit. Like, seriously, practice it on the little stuff. Don't save this just for disasters. That's how you get muscle memory. End of the week, ask your team, what did we fix and did we restore the vibe, not just the deliverable?
How do you know it's working? Well, you notice less defensive energy, less endless email chains, fewer "is this fixed yet?" nagging notes. There's more directness, more calm, you'll know. So let's bring this home. How does a team make this stick? Because like one superstar doesn't change the culture if everyone else is hiding mistakes or defending themselves.
For sure. First, you gotta set the rule. We own it in 30. No hiding, no sugarcoating. Make it specific. You can even pre-write a few ownership templates like, literally, I caught an issue with X, this is what I'm doing, you'll hear from me by Y. That takes the panic out of the moment. Plus, after issue reflections, did we repair? Did we restore? Did the client feel heard?
And if you're new, start super small. Pick one moment this week, a missed call, a slow reply. Practice the habit. Own it, fix it, add the human touch. Reflect, did I protect their trust or just my own reputation?
Let's do a quick review. Ready? 20-second scenario. Email is late. Step 1. Within 30 seconds. Hey, missed this. Sending ASAP. Step 2. Repair. Actually send the email. Step 3. Restore. DM them. Sorry for the delay. Let me know what else you need. That's the loop. Own it. Repair. Restore. Do it 1% better each time.
And before we wrap, quick action item for our listeners. What's one time you wished you just owned a mistake faster? How could what you learned today change that next time?
I'm going to be thinking on that this week, for sure. And hey, hit us up, share your stories, compare, swap, learn. That's how you grow.
Because recovery isn't about perfection, it's about respect. And respect is what sticks with people long after the fix.
We'll catch you all in the next chapter.
You've been listening to They're All People. Don't wait for culture to change. Start it with your next conversation.